Manchester United 1, Brighton 3. Manchester United 1, Brighton 3. In the second year of Ten Hag's season, we were all getting excited over the summer transfer window. We were all getting excited to get the Glazers out. The club was up for sale. The aftermath after this sales takeover is still rumbling on. The transfer window was a shambles, according to my opinion. What I've seen, what we bought and what we sold. We sold 22 players, got 4 in and a couple of loan. We literally had to scrape the barrel to get the Sofian Amrabat to the club, who, by the way, is not fit to play. Who is to blame at this instant? I beg the question. Is it the manager? Partially, because manager picked the team, but then the manager also had to look around who is fit to play, who has the right attitude, and the players he put on the pitch are arguably accountable, not the manager. The manager is the conductor, and the manager should also be accountable for the substitutions. We're playing at the Theatre of Dreams, Old Trafford, which has been our fortress, but unfortunately we lost, and that link has now been broken. There's angry people out there in the socials calling Ten Hag's head. Yeah, criticism where criticism is due, 100%. And this one is on Ten Hag. But where's the elephant in the room? Honest to God, right? The club is broken from Ten Hag's roof and all the way up to the CEO. And who's in charge of that? That is the Glazer family, people. The Glazer family that appointed award-winning astute managers. It's the vicious cycle. We come to year 2. The first year, they back the manager. Second year, they don't back the manager. And what they tend to do is to create a disharmony, toxic culture to divide and conquer. And that goes down to the fan base as well. It's contagious. It's a curse. It's a virus, to be honest. How can we find the cure for this? Ten Hag out. Sack the manager. We've done that so many times before, haven't we? Did we get a better meal? We've seen this meal, there's recipe what the Glazers are cooking. No. The only thing that matters right now, the only focus right now, is not to sack Ten Hag. The focus is now, more than ever, to get those Glazers out of this club, to make them sell. According to my opinion, they are the problem. They are the one that are blocking Ten Hag. Ten Hag's been undermined this season. Did he get his first targets? Did he get the budget? No. We got an overdraft. A credit line again from the Glazers. Here's your gift. Thank you, Lord. We should kiss your ass for that, Mr. Glazer. But it's only a credit line of 120 to 150 million. What are you going to do with that in this market? Yes, we go and buy a Mason Mount that is injured. Fine. We get a Rasmus Højlund that is also kind of not really kicked on. We haven't really got everyone over the line so they can go on a pre-season and gel together. Ten Hag is trying to build a squad. That doesn't work. He's trying to implement the playing style according to the personnel that he is put on his wish list. Now, we went obviously to get a Kim Min-jae, but hey, dilly-dally, bits and bobs, dollar signs here and there, we missed out on that target. We shipped the hair out because we want to play out from the back. We got an Onana. He's still trying to find his feet, and some people call it he slipped on a banana. We still have players, injured players, that suffer from the brutal season, playing 3 games a week with the World Cup in the middle of everything, only get 4 weeks left of a holiday, go on a pre-season tour and then go play internationals. Who's to blame there? Players need to recover, otherwise you will have injuries. Of course, there's the greed of the TV rights, the Premier League, that demands, this entertainment. That's what they're getting paid for, arguably to say. But at the end of the day, 3-1 is what the scoreboard said to Brighton. De Zerbi came there with a plan. De Zerbi's club, Brighton, like so many other clubs around, are well-run clubs. You see, they have a CEO that works with the director of football, a proper director of football. They have set a project vision, a strategy, a culture, and they appoint the right manager with a recruitment system in place. Therefore, they are so successful. We, on the other hand, we are paper tiger, papering over the crap, appointing a fake director of football just to look good. That person is called John Murtough. What is credibility? 0 to none. I don't know. Right. So how can you then be successful? Clearly, Sir Alex Ferguson was running this club with an iron fist under the Glazer stewardship. But as soon as Sir Alex Ferguson retired and David Gill, that power went to the bankers. We're talking about Woodward. We're talking about Matt Judge and all of them. Bankers, not footballers. They only saw dollar signs, servicing the puppets in America. And since then, it's been a very toxic environment. You see, in any corporation, in any company that you work, you can have jolly good staff, but if the vision and the engagement is not there from the CEO direction to the mailroom, you will never be successful. You will never have employment engagement. You will never have a winning spirit. Do you get my point? So where do we go from here? The only way I see is not to sack the manager at this point. It's to back the manager. Where we should focus now is once and for all to get those Glazers parasites out of this club and start building above Ten Hag. Start appointing the best-in-class people that understand what football is about. That understands the manager's vision of the way he wants to play, and give him the players that he wants. Not the third choice, not the fourth choice, not Johnny Evans for sure. So it's okay for us fans because we are consumers of the game. We love it. We love Manchester United, but we're getting abused. We are the ones that suffer, and every time we win, we're cheerful. Every time we lose, we're getting depressed and pointing fingers. Right? There's players in this squad that simply are not good enough. There's players in this squad that is overpaid. When you're overpaid, you get complacent. When you're complacent, you start saying, not my fault. I will throw the manager under the bus. And there will be a new manager coming in anyway, and I will still get my salary, my paycheck, 200 quid to 350 a week. That's the vicious cycle. When Ten Hag came in the press conference against Brighton, he was asked a question about Jadon Sancho. He nipped it in the bud. He said, my job is to fix a broken culture, to assemble a squad, to implement discipline. The result, you can see on some players, it's working. But there's ones in this squad, current squad, that are refusing to take his orders. And you can clearly see who they are without mentioning the names. Lazy, complacent, overpaid, overrated, playing for the biggest club in the world. They used to be the biggest club in the world. We haven't won a Champions League for over 10 years. We haven't won a title, let's say Premier League, for over 10 years too. But we're still the most talked about club in the world. We're still adored by the media or hated by the media because there are headlines every day. There's statements every day coming about Manchester United. There's always some drama, like Televinova, like a Netflix FC. I am personally tired of this. And I cannot wait to get new ownership in, because that is the only solution that will help to fix this club. Ladies and gentlemen, this club is broken. We know it. We have a great manager that understands, but he can only do so little when his hands are tied behind his back. Back the manager and get the Glazers out. That is the key focus and the message that I have to say. Other one, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts to see what they've done to this beloved club. For 18 years, they've been abusing us mentally. Mentally. We get a glimmer of hope with Ten Hag, and this season alone, that was swept under the rug. With all these allegations and Jadon Sancho player power, I thought that was finished. This has to stop. And who is feeding this? Who is letting this to happen? Glazers. Because they win. Richard Arnold wins as well. Because they get social in media interaction, and interactions generates clicks and money and advertising. This is a shambles. This is not a footballing club that I grew up with, that I adore to love. And I bet most of you feel the same. What we have to do now is lick our wounds, but never let the foot off the gas to get these Glazers out. Been Mick Ruby from Mufc Realist TV. Thank you for listening. I had my say, I had my rant. I hope I made a better day. Glazers out, bankers out, green and gold until we announce and sold. Take it easy, and we shall see you to the next game. Bye for now.